Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, thank you so much for joining me. This is it, you guys, my planner lineup for 2026. I am crazy late, I feel like, getting my stuff together. I was totally all over the place this year for next year. And, yeah, my thinking was, all right, let me just get to it. Okay, so this is going to be my lineup for 2026. I thought it was going to be a lot smaller than this, you guys, but some things have changed in the course of a few days. And so, yeah. All right, so let's get into it. Let's start from the top here, and we will go in order, and I will give you my thoughts on each planner and how I'm going to be using it. First, we have, let me bring this down a little bit. This is the Sterling Ink Common Planner for 2026. This is an A5 horizontal. I am going to be using this planner for journaling. I'm not sure if I'm going to use, oh yeah, I did note these. So for my tracker page, I'm going to use this for my mood and reading tracking. And I think I'm going to use these quarterly pages for my goals to break it down. I feel like this is a good place to have my goals in my journal. So that's what I'm going to do. For my monthly pages, I'm going to use this for gratitude and daily scripture. And then here is the horizontal layout. So I'm switching to the Sterling Ink only because I used to use the Happy Planner, but they have since changed the horizontal layout to have checklists on each day. And I wasn't using it, of course, for that. I was using it as journaling. They are going to switch it back. There was an announcement made about that, but I guess that's going to be starting for the 2027 planners. But I found the Sterling Ink. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this to journal each day. And then I love that I have a free blank page here so that I can use this however I want. If I need to continue writing for a day, if I want to maybe use this as a wrap up for the week, and then I could decorate it if I want. So that's going to be good. And then in the back, you have the blank pages, which could be used for daily pages or whatever. So I'm going to use the blank pages as journal prompts. If I don't have anything to write about that day, I can use journal prompts. I can use this for memory keeping. My reading tracker, I'm going to make the first couple of pages my reading tracker, and then the rest of the pages behind it is going to be just journaling and memory keeping and things like that. There's a lot of pages here, and they are numbered, which is a good thing. So this is how I'm going to use this Sterling Ink Common Planner. I am super excited. I had a cover on it, but I actually like the tweed look on the cover, so I'm going to keep it this way. So this is how I'm going to use my Sterling Ink. This is the first year I am incorporating different planners besides Happy Planner. I've tried to use other planners before, like Plum Paper. I've tried I don't know, a few other ones, but they just didn't work out for me. So I've always been Happy Planner, but I'm going to try something different. And because they switched up the horizontal for 2025, I didn't journal this year, and I've been journaling for years, but that threw me off, and I'm glad I found something else I can use. Next up is another new planner I'm going to start using for 2026. This is the Hobonichi. The Hobonichi Cousin. I already went through, I did a video already of how I'm going to use this, but I am going to use this as my catch-all planner. I've never used a Hobonichi, just like I said. I've always been Happy Planner, but I want to see if this works for me, only because I feel like I love Happy Planner. I love the space that it allows me for decorative things like stickering it up and things like that. But for what I have going on in my life right now, I don't have that much. I have a son. He's just turned 30. I'm single. So like, I really don't have much going on. And I don't know. It just makes me feel like I have to like fill up my planner, and there's a lot of space in the Happy Planner that, of course, like I said, I just don't use. So I'm going to see how this works out. What I was going to say in the beginning of this video was this. When I got the Hobonichi, right, I was so excited. I'm like, yes, this is going to be my catch-all. Like, I'm still going to use my Happy Planner Classic that I've been using, but I'm going to, for 2026, I'm going to basically throw all my eggs in this basket. I'm going to do fitness in here, and I'm going to do my wellness, and not wellness, because I'm going to use that for my journaling, but my fitness, my everyday, my catch-all stuff, like to-dos and my work, everything. I'm just going to use this planner. And the past couple of days, I was thinking like, I don't think that's a really smart idea. Like, just to throw your eggs in a basket of one planner and not even have like a backup plan. Like, I feel like I should just use this, right, as my catch-all for next year, but still use my other planners and see how this works. Because what if I start this planner and then it doesn't work, and now I'm scrambling around trying to find planners for the rest of the year? So I said, that's not a smart idea. Let's still use this as a catch-all, but this is a trial period. You're just going to see this is a totally different planner, totally different setup than I've ever used. And it'd be crazy, like I said, to just go, this is my catch-all, and then it just goes to heck. So this is going to be in my lineup. It is my catch-all, but it's on a trial basis. Okay, so that's the sitch with this. All right, so this is my catch-all currently. This is the Happy Planner Cafe Core. I love this cover down, y'all. I don't usually, this was like part of the summer release. I don't usually switch out my planners. Whatever I pick from the fall release, I continue throughout the whole year. But I could not resist this planner. I had to switch it out. So because of that, this planner actually goes to next summer, to next June. But I'm going to keep using it. I'm going to keep using it. This is my catch-all. I'm going to continue to use it. I'm going to see what they come out with for Happy Planner for the summer release, because I really didn't see anything from the fall. Maybe one planner from the fall release that I was looking at, but I have time. So we'll see what comes out in the summer release, and then I'll be able to switch this out. I still honestly don't like that I'm switching my planners out in July. I like to keep a full planner, but I couldn't resist this cover. So this is staying in for 2026 up until the summer, and then I will be replacing that if I can find something. Another one I'm going to use, this is not a planner. These are inserts. This is from Live.Love.Posh. These are her 2026 weekly overview planner inserts. I absolutely love them. Let me show you guys if you have not seen these planner inserts. So you have your name page, you have your year at a glance, your holidays and observances, your 2026 plans. You can put them in the boxes, or you can use these boxes however you want. And here is your, I guess you could say like a perpetual calendar. You can use these for however you want to use it. And then you get vision board. Now these extra pages are included with all of her 2026 planner inserts. Okay, so whatever layout you decide to purchase, if you're thinking about it, she has other layouts. These pages come with all of those. Okay, so you have your 2026 word of the year, your goals, year in pixels, when did I last, your annual bill tracker, your 2026 books. I love that. You have some additional notes pages. And then here is your first page for the month. And it's like your overview. This is the monthly, your important dates and birthdays, your monthly priorities, monthly goals, monthly bills, and their due dates. And then you go into the calendar for that month, the monthly view for the month. And then here is the layout for the weekly overview. So you have a to-do list or task list. You have some free space in dot grid. You have 3 boxes here. You can do your monthly priorities or however you want to do it. And then this is set up like the Happy Planner dashboard, which I love. And then you have a notes box. How I'm going to use this, these inserts, it's going to be for social media, right? Making sure, yes, this is going to be for my social media. I can do my task list and use everything else however I need to use it. And then let's go to the end of the month. Okay, so this would be the end. You flip it over, and then here's February, and then here's your notes page that ends for the prior month. So I'm going to use this, like I said, for social media. I already have, now let me think about this. Dividers. Yes. I already have them trying to think. Like, yeah, okay. So yeah, I'm going to have this in the setup video, in my planner setup. I'm going to be putting this together, have my dividers and everything. Yes, and my cover picked out. I'm just going over my head like, do I? So yes, this is what I'll be using for social media. I do not film any videos concerning social media only because it's not, I don't decorate these pages. This is basically functional. So I guess I could. I think maybe a few times I'll do it just so that people can see if you get these planner inserts and you're using it as a catch-all. It would be nice, right, to see how it can be decorated. So that's a good idea. Thank you. Thank you, self. Well, you're welcome. All right. The next planner I'm going to be using is this Citrine planner for 2026. Y'all, I love this planner down, right? And I was like, how am I going to use this? Because let me tell y'all, yesterday I was on the Happy Planner website. I looked up Michael's website. I checked Walmart. Side note, I noticed they got rid of the Simply layout for the Happy Planner used to only have for Walmart. I did not see any of those available. And that's the one thing that really irks me about Happy Planner, because they'll start a layout and then all of a sudden you never see it again. And it's hard to get excited for the new layouts because it's like, okay, I get excited, I get used to it, and then it goes away. Then I'm sad. But yeah, so I'm like, okay, again, I was going to put all my eggs in one basket with the Hobonichi, but I said, no, like I said, I'm going to separate it out. And if it works later than 2027, I will just use the Hobonichi. Sorry, my throat's getting dry. But this year, like I said, I'm going to separate everything out. So this is the Citrine planner. It's kind of from Happy Planner. So, but these are only available at Office Depot and Office Max. This would be an awesome planner to use for work. You can see projects and priorities and things like that. And then you have your to-do list. I was originally going to use this for social media, but then I changed my mind and I wanted to use the weekly overview because I feel like that one fits me better. So for this, I am going to use this as my wellness planner. So I've decided it's a dashboard layout. I love that you have the months prior and the month coming up on each page. So you have access to that every day, which is awesome. So, and then I was thinking about the Simply layout for Happy Planner because the Simply layout is a dashboard, but on one side it's blank. Yes. And then you get No, Simply Layout is just like this. Sorry. The dashboard is, this is the notes page, and then this is your dashboard. But the Simply Layout is actually this layout each week for each page. So if I need to, and how I'm going to set this up, I will put a notes page in the middle so that I can have free space and the week separated, if you guys know what I mean. I'm going to do a planner setup for this one as well, but this one I'm going to use for my fitness, and I'm going to use for faith. I'm going to put those together, and it's going to be like my wellness planner because I have my journaling and things like that. So I'm going to use the sterling ink for those things. But for fitness and faith, I'm going to put together in this planner. I'm not going to use these discs. These are going to be taken out. And then again, I'm going to add the pages that I need. But this is what I'm going to use. I did a flip through of this one as well. And this is, I think this is a really good work planner. And then these are your tabs for your month. And as you go through each week, you can just move your tabs so you know, like, you can keep your goals and priorities for each week in your face visually so you can see them and actively be working on them. So this is a great work planner. If you haven't decided on one yet, this is a really good one. You have pockets here, you have your pen loop, and then it snaps, the cover snaps. So this is really nice, but like I said, I'm going to, in my planner setup, I'm taking these discs out, and I will be adding pages to this. And I do have some of the planner, the fitness inserts from Live.Love.Posh. I will be adding to this as well. So this will be my wellness planner, faith, and fitness. Okay, so now for this one I did a setup video for. This is another planner insert from Live.Love.Posh. And as you can see, you get the same pages. Like I said, all these pages come in the inserts. And these are her dividers as well. You could get those separately. But this layout is the minimal monthly layout. And so this is, let me just show you. This is your monthly view. This is your, like, I guess your overview page, your monthly, your bills, mood tracker, monthly habits, and then you can use the key. And then here's your to-do this month. So it's just basically running task list. Then you turn the page. This is your monthly inbox. And then you have some dot grid, half dot grid space here. Month in review. You can rate your month, highlights of the month, your challenges you face, and the lessons you learned. You get your notes page, and then it goes into February. Again, these dividers are not sold with this planner insert. You just get the pages. These are sold separately, so I don't want to confuse you. This is just a planner I had already put together in a previous video. But I am deciding I am going to use this as my budget planner. I do not use the budget planners from Happy Planner because to me that's just tracking, and I do cash stuffing. So I don't need to use those budget planners, although I have tried a kabillion times. It just never worked for me. So I have to create my own budget planner. I have my own budget inserts that I use for my cash stuffing. So I will still use these because I do need the monthly. I need all of these pages. So I'm going to do this, my monthly priorities. I'm going to still do my monthly goals, all budgeting. Still can do an affirmation for the month. Okay. Keep you on track. And then for the currently section, I'm going to use these as a tracker for how I'm starting, where I'm at in my emergency savings, my regular savings, and then my 3 months ahead. I want to use those 3 boxes there for that. This is going to be my monthly view for all of my bills, my paydays, any other income I have coming in. And then this is going to be a perfect page for my budget overview, my monthly bills, chef's kiss for my budgeting. And then I'm taking this page out. So I'm not going to use this page. I will use this page because then I could still rate how I did for the month as far as my budgeting is concerned, my highlights, what did I like, what challenges, budgeting challenges I faced for that month, and what I've learned from it and how I'm going to do better for the next month. And then I have my notes page for whatever things I need to take notes about. And then it goes into the next month. So I will again do another planner setup video, but I'm going to pull this out. I'm not going to need this page, and I'm going to add my additional insert pages that I use in this planner. And this will be this is the cover set too that I got from Live.Love.Posh. So this is going to be my budgeting planner for 2026. She's gorgeous. All right. So last but certainly not least, this little beauty right here. Yay. This is going to be my big planner for 2026. I use my big planner this is my creative space. I use it like I use my catch-all, like my classic size, as my catch-all, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking, hold on a second. I was just thinking that I wasn't, because for this year, I was using it like a catch-all, and I was putting boxes in there and everything being functional as well with it. But I'm thinking now, like, should I just use this strictly as a creative space? But then I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't, because there are some of you guys who still use your big for functional, like as your catch-all. And it would be nice to see how I use it as catch-all. I think I'm just going to keep doing that. So this one is the textured canvas. I got this one from Michaels, and I have not looked through this one yet. So this is your year 2026. Here's your name page. And your year at a glance. Perpetual calendar. And then here is the currently, or your dashboard. Believe in the power of your dreams. I'll move this back. And here's your monthly view. And then here is your weekly. This is a vertical. I've always used the big vertical. And super neutral inside. Loving it. This player is getting on my nerves. Okay. So let's look at the dividers. Strong heart, brave spirit. Perfect. Oh. Reflect, create, grow, discover. It's a perfect. April is today is a good day. May is trust your heart. June, stay true. July, inspire, radiate, create. August is bloom. That is my birthday month, and this is gorgeous. We have September. Joy blooms from daily gratitude. October, pause and reflect. That's cute. I like this. November is live with heart. And December is make today count. And then here is your notes page and the back cover. Loving it. I love this one. So yeah, this is going to be my creative space. I have tons of stickers. And I was also thinking this for 2026, what I think I'm going to do as well is whatever theme I use for my classic, that same week, I think I'm going to use the same for my big planner. So you guys can see, like I said, this is how these stickers could be used in the classic. This is how they could be used in the big planner. So I may do that. I may start the year off doing that. Plus, it'll be easier for me to figure out how I want to use this. But this is going to be my creative space. If I can't come up with another idea that I want to use in my big, then I'll just mirror what I did in my catch-all. Let's do that. Because this is not like, this is just creatively. So if I'm just in a creative slump, I'll just mirror what I did in my catch-all for Sunday. And if I have an idea or another theme I want to use that week, then that's what I'll do. It's a creative thing. I don't want to start restricting my, the way I use it. It's for creative purposes. That's just going to be a side note. All right. So that's what I have going on for 2026. And can I just say for the record, you guys, I literally just thought this up. Like, I had no idea. There are a couple more planners that I want to get, but they're not going to be in my lineup because I'm not using them per se, like for my life or organization or things like that. They are just going to be content creative pieces that I'm going to use. I think I'm going to get the mini. I have to find it. Actually, I don't have to find it. I did the search, like I said, on Happy Planner. And now the only thing that's left for many is an undated. Yay. I cannot stand those. But I think I'm going to grab that. And I think I'm going to get a Skinny Classic only because I was using that before. And I did enjoy decorating that. You know what I'm saying? So I may grab one of those too. And, just to have as another way, for creative outlet. And for you guys that use a Skinny Classic, or you're still using your mini, or whatever, it's added to your lineup and you want to see how to use those. So they're not going to be added to the lineup. Like I said, they're just additional content, whatever. But these are the planners that I will be using for 2026. So I have my big. This is going to be my budget. I have this one, the Citrine, that's going to be for wellness, faith, and fitness. I have my weekly overview planner inserts from Live.Love.Posh, and this will be for social media. And then I have my current classic catch-all from Happy Planner. This is the vertical layout. Did I show you guys the vertical layout? For those who have not seen this one. This is my current catch-all. This will continue to be my catch-all because this one goes to June. And then I will grab another one. I will keep, this is never going away, my classic vertical. I can't say never. We can't say never in the planner community because our lives change, things happen, and life be lifing. So sometimes you have to switch it up. But as of right now, my classic vertical Happy Planner is not going anywhere. And then I'm also adding to the group for 2026 my common planner from Sterling Ink. This is going to be my journaling planner. Yeah, journaling and memory keeping. And then I have my Hobonichi cousin, which I will be adding as a catch-all as well. Trial period. Okay. This is my trial period for the Hobonichi for next year. So that is what I'm looking at. Honestly, you guys, I was only counting on these two planners, my classic and my big. And I was, like I said, banking on everything being in this planner. So, and I was excited. At one point, I was excited. I was like, yes, a little small planner stack. Awesome. Love it. But yet, here we are again. What are we looking at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 planners. How do we get here, you guys? How do we get here? All right. So, yeah, that's what it's looking like for 2026. We'll see what happens, you guys. Yeah, so let me know in the comments what you're doing for your planner lineup. Let me know if you're making any changes, if you're sticking with what works for you for 2025. Yeah, adding anything or removing anything, let me know in the comments. This is like the best time of year for us in the planner community. We are getting ready for a new year. So exciting. So many options, so many new planner companies. It can be a little overwhelming for those who are just coming into this planner community and like, what the actual heck is going on? It is a lot, but you just have to dial it down to the things that you need to use your planner for and see what works for you. And it's good because you can always switch it out and make changes, especially like when January and February hits, a lot of the planners go on deep discount by that time. And so you have an opportunity then to grab other layouts to try it out to see if it actually works. So yeah, that's going to be it, my planner lineup. And my next video will be coming out. That will be for my setups. I think I'm just going to put it all in one because there's only a few I need to do any setup for. But that's going to be it. Hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button. And if you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. And make sure you hit the bell so you are notified when new videos are uploaded, especially if you're starting to use any of these planners and you just want to enjoy some content. I did do my December monthly in my Hobonichi. I was super excited. Look how cute. Look how cute. I love it. So I may not show this all the time, but I'll probably do like some flip throughs. I may do a few plan with me's with my Hobonichi. I'm just going to see how it goes. I'm going to see how it goes for 2026. We'll see. So that's going to be it. I hope you all enjoyed are enjoying your day, whatever day you're watching this, and make sure to be the reason someone smiles, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.